Chapter 17. The Territory of Manasseh. This was the lot for the tribe of Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph. As for Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh, the father of Gilead, because he was a man of war, therefore he had Gilead and Bashan. So this was for the rest of the children of Manasseh, according to their families. For the children of Abiezer, for the children of Helek, for the children of Asriel, for the children of Shechem, for the children of Hepher, and for the children of Shemida. These were the male children of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, according to their families. But Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, had no sons, but daughters. And these are the names of his daughters: Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They came near before Eleazar the priest, and before Joshua the son of Nun, and before the princes, saying, Yahweh commanded Moses to give us an inheritance among our brothers. Therefore, according to the commandment of Yahweh, he gave them an inheritance among the brothers of their father. 10 parts fell to Manasseh, besides the land of Gilead and Bashan, which is beyond the Jordan, because the daughters of Manasseh had an inheritance among his sons. The land of Gilead belonged to the rest of the sons of Manasseh. The border of Manasseh was from Asher to Michmethath, which is before Shechem. The border went along to the right hand, to the inhabitants of En-Tappuah. The land of Tappuah belonged to Manasseh, but Tappuah on the border of Manasseh belonged to the children of Ephraim. The border went down to the brook of Cana, southward of the brook. These cities belonged to Ephraim among the cities of Manasseh. The border of Manasseh was on the north side of the brook, and ended at the sea. Southward it was Ephraim's, and northward it was Manasseh's, and the sea was his border. They reached to Asher on the north, and to Issachar on the east. Manasseh had 3 heights in Issachar. In Asher, Bethshean and its towns, and Ibleam and its towns, and the inhabitants of Dor and its towns, and the inhabitants of Endor and its towns, and the inhabitants of Taanach and its towns, and the inhabitants of Megiddo and its towns. Yet the children of Manasseh couldn't drive out the inhabitants of those cities, but the Canaanites would dwell in that land. It happened, when the children of Israel had grown strong, that they put the Canaanites to forced labor, and didn't utterly drive them out. The children of Joseph spoke to Joshua, saying, Why have you given me just 1 lot and 1 part for an inheritance, since I am a great people, because Yahweh has blessed me so far? Joshua said to them, If you are a great people, go up to the forest, and clear land for yourself there, in the land of the Perizzites, and after Rephaim, since the hill country of Ephraim is too narrow for you. The children of Joseph said, The hill country is not enough for us. All the Canaanites who dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron, both those who are in Bethshean and its towns, and those who are in the valley of Jezreel. Joshua spoke to the house of Joseph, even to Ephraim and to Manasseh, saying, You are a great people, and have great power. You shall not have 1 lot only, but the hill country shall be yours. Although it is a forest, you shall cut it down, and its farthest extent shall be yours. For you shall drive out the Canaanites, though they have chariots of iron, and though they are strong. Chapter 18. The tabernacle at Shiloh. The whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled themselves together at Shiloh, and set up the tent of meeting there. The land was subdued before them. The remainder divided. 7 tribes remained among the children of Israel, which had not yet divided their inheritance. Joshua said to the children of Israel, "How long will you neglect to go in to possess the land, which Yahweh, the God of your fathers, has given you? Appoint for yourselves 3 men from each tribe. I will send them, and they shall arise, walk through the land, and describe it according to their inheritance, and they shall come to me. They shall divide it into 7 portions. Judah shall live in his borders on the south, and the house of Joseph shall live in their borders on the north. You shall survey the land into 7 parts, and bring the description here to me, and I will cast lots for you here before Yahweh our God. For the Levites have no portion among you, for the priesthood of Yahweh is their inheritance. Gad, Reuben, and the half-tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance beyond the Jordan eastward, which Moses, the servant of Yahweh, gave them." The men arose and went. Joshua commanded those who went to survey the land, saying, "Go, walk through the land, survey it, and come again to me. I will cast lots for you here before Yahweh in Shiloh." The men went and passed through the land, and surveyed it by cities into 7 portions in a book. They came to Joshua to the camp at Shiloh. Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before Yahweh. There Joshua divided the land to the children of Israel according to their divisions. Benjamin's territory. The lot of the tribe of the children of Benjamin came up according to their families. The border of their lot went out between the children of Judah and the children of Joseph. Their border on the north quarter was from the Jordan. The border went up to the side of Jericho on the north, and went up through the hill country westward. It ended at the wilderness of Bethaven. The border passed along from there to Luz, to the side of Luz. The same is Bethel, southward. The border went down to Ataroth Adar, by the mountain that lies on the south of Beth-horon the Lower. The border extended, and turned around on the west quarter southward, from the mountain that lies before Beth-horon southward, and ended at Kiriath Baal. The same is Kiriath Jearim, a city of the children of Judah. This was the west quarter. The south quarter was from the farthest part of Kiriath Jearim. The border went out westward, and went out to the spring of the waters of Nephtoah. The border went down to the farthest part of the mountain that lies before the valley of the son of Hinnom, which is in the valley of Rephaim northward. It went down to the valley of Hinnom, to the side of the Jebusite southward, and went down to En-rogel. It extended northward, went out at En-shemesh, and went out to Geliloth, which is over against the ascent of Adummim. It went down to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. It passed along to the side over against the Arabah northward, and went down to the Arabah. The border passed along to the side of Beth-hoglah northward, and the border ended at the north bay of the Salt Sea, at the south end of the Jordan. This was the south border. The Jordan was its border on the east quarter. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, by the borders around it, according to their families. Now the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, according to their families, were Jericho, Beth-hoglah, Emek-keziz, Beth-arabah, Zemaraim, Bethel, Avim, Perah, Ophrah, Kepher Ammoni, Ophni, and Geba, 12 cities with their villages. Gibeon, Ramah, Beeroth, Mizpeh, Kephirah, Moza, Rechem, Erpiel, Taralah, Zelah, Eleph, the Jebusite, the same is Jerusalem, Gibeath, and Kiriath, 14 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, according to their families. Chapter 19. Simeon's territory. The second lot came out for Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families. Their inheritance was in the midst of the inheritance of the children of Judah. They had for their inheritance Beersheba, or Sheba, Moladah, Hazar-Shual, Bela, Ezim, El-Tolad, Bethel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth-Marcaboth, Hazar-Susa, Beth-Lebaoth, and Sharuhen, 13 cities with their villages. Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities with their villages, and all the villages that were around these cities, to Baalath-beer, Ramah of the south. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families. Out of the part of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simeon. For the portion of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore the children of Simeon had inheritance in the midst of their inheritance. Zebulun's territory. The third lot came up for the children of Zebulun, according to their families. The border of their inheritance was to Sarid. Their border went up westward, even to Maralah, and reached to Dabbesheth. It reached to the brook that is before Jogneam. It turned from Sarid eastward, toward the sunrise, to the border of Kisloth-Tabor. It went out to Dabbereth, and went up to Japhiah. From there it passed along eastward to Gath-Hepher, to Ethkazin, and it went out at Rimmon, which stretches to Neah. The border turned around it on the north, to Hanathon, and it ended at the valley of Iftael, Cadath, Nahalel, Shimron, Idalah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Zebulun, according to their families, these cities with their villages. Issachar's territory. The fourth lot came out for Issachar, even for the children of Issachar, according to their families. Their border was to Jezreel, Kesoloth, Shunem, Hapharaim, Shion, Anaharath, Rabbith, Kishion, Ebez, Remeth, En-Ganim, En-Hattah, and Beth-Pazzez. The border reached to Tabor, Shehazumah, and Beth-Shemesh. Their border ended at the Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar, according to their families, the cities with their villages. Asher's territory. The fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families. Their border was Helkath, Halai, Beaton, Akshaph, Alamelech, Amad, Mishal. It reached to Carmel westward, and to Shihor-Libnath. it turned toward the sunrise to Beth-dagon, and reached to Zebulun, and to the valley of Ifta-el northward, to Beth-emek and Neail. It went out to Cabul on the left hand, and Ebron, Rehob, Hammon, and Cana, even to Great Sidon. The border turned to Ramah, to the fortified city of Tyre, and the border turned to Hosa. It ended at the sea, by the region of Agzib. Umah also, and Aphek, and Rehob. 22 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families. These cities with their villages. Naphtali's territory. The sixth lot came out for the children of Naphtali, even for the children of Naphtali, according to their families. Their border was from Heleph, from the oak in Zaananim, Adami-Nekeb, and Jabneel to Lakum. It ended at the Jordan. The border turned westward to Asnoth Tabor, and went out from there to Hukok. It reached to Zebulun on the south, and reached to Asher on the west, and to Judah at the Jordan toward the sunrise. The fortified cities were Ziddim, Zer, Hamath, Rakkath, Kinnereth, Adamah, Ramah, Hazor, Kedesh, Edrei, Enhazer, Iron, Migdalel, Horem, Beth-Anath, and Beth-Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, according to their families, the cities with their villages. Dan's territory. The seventh lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families. The border of their inheritance was Zorah, Eshtaol, Irshemesh, Shealaban, Ajalon, Ithla, Elon, Timnah, Ekron, Eltekeh, Gibbethon, Baaleth, Jehud, Beni-Berak, Gath-Rimmon, Mejarkon, and Rakkon, with the border over against Joppa. The border of the children of Dan went out beyond them. For the children of Dan went up and fought against Leshem, and took it, and struck it with the edge of the sword, and possessed it, and lived therein, and called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, these cities with their villages. Joshua's inheritance. So they made an end of distributing the land for inheritance by its borders. The children of Israel gave an inheritance to Joshua, the son of Nun, in the midst of them. According to the commandment of Yahweh, they gave him the city which he asked, even Timnath-Serah, in the hill country of Ephraim. And he built the city and lived there. These are the inheritances, which Eleazar the priest, Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the tribes of the children of Israel distributed for inheritance by lot in Shiloh before Yahweh at the door of the tent of meeting. So they made an end of dividing the land.